Hello guys, you are welcome, and today I just want to share some tips from this book and make a little critique to words this author, a very renowned person. Okay, if you know NairaBet, okay, that is the first online betting platform in Nigeria. That is Akin Alabi. Akin Alabi is a very great entrepreneur who has seen so many successes and failures in entrepreneurial business, helping thousands youths annually in his annual conference for youth empowerment program and whatever. So Akin Alabi has written a book known as Small Business Big Money, and I'm just going to share my own thoughts, okay, trying to look at some of the points that he has mentioned. This book is just, everything is just 221 pages, so you can just get this book and read. I'm not advertising, but I'm only sharing the points, and of course I'm going to criticize some of the issues. So I would like you to take your time, wait till the end of this video so that you can also put in the comment section anything you feel you will like to add. So basically this book, it was written around 2017, 2016, 20 something, and within just the period of 2, 3, 4, 5 years, now we are in 2021 to 2022. So many things as far as the mindsets of the business mindset still valid. Okay, if you look at, there are just 7 chapters in all, and the author has really tried to make it as practical from his experience, from his real-time event, except for the story where he mentioned the king and the princess and that joke that we know. But there is indeed a need for somebody to push you. So if you don't know the storyline, you have to go and read the book. Okay, that is the only time I think that he had made mention of an incident that actually has not been linked to real-time happening. And of course, what I'm trying to do here is not to degrade, and definitely you cannot degrade the value of this book, because this book has a lot of mindset shift, the paradigm of what people are doing and what a business minded person should be doing. Okay, so in the first instance, it made mention of why you need to start a job or start a business before you quit your job. Okay, you need to start something, you need to keep something going, you need to see the result of something before you say you are leaving your primary job. So your primary job is your current source of cash flow, and you just need to have something that will sustain you if you leave this primary source of cash flow. And that is important because, like he had explained, so many people assume that entering business or developing business is a child's play, and that is where you see so many people do not really have the time, the persistence, the consistency to forge ahead, even when the journey is a bit promising but tough, definitely tough. So, and he explained the mindset of anybody interested in starting a business. Interestingly, in the Yoruba adage, the concept of business is called owo. In translation, means that trade. There is need for you to have fun. There is need for you to have the resources. There is need for you to have the experience in order to venture into any business. So he explained in his book, and he literally break it down, what you need to do, what you need to have, what you need to set in motion in order to start a business and in order to quit your current working. So he says how to decide on the kind of business you should do. Okay, so many people, and it is in this chapter that I really I was fascinated with the mindset. I have done a video previously in my YouTube channel where somebody actually watched the video and told me that quote, that concept that you mentioned was actually written by this man. I said, okay, I have to come and read the book, and I have to come and broaden my mindset with his own perspective, which I found it to be very, very true and consistent. So many people look for products, look for business, they invest money in setting up business. Now, after they have gotten the business, they are now looking for customers. Okay, where Akin Alabi is saying, look for customers, look for demand, look for the marketplace, and when you see that there is hot demand, high demand, and a promising profit margin, then take your time to then set up a business or providing the solution, or selling the product or service. So it is highly important that you should know the kind of business you want to venture into. So many people look at it like, okay, any business we go, people love to eat, people love to do this, and at the end of the day, they find it, it is something that there's always a turning point. There's always a weak state of every business. And like I was discussing with somebody, that if you cannot think ahead in the next 5 years for any business, and then don't venture into it, because the business will have its own downtime, and it will not have the time where it's actually scaling up. Let me give you an instance of Elon Musk, where after the first, second, third attempt of SpaceX, it was like, are we going to create, because there is no fund, we've exhausted every capital and what have you, and luckily the breakthrough came in, and the fourth attempt, then Elon Musk was saying that, no, I'm not going to kill it. It's either I die or something else happen. I will go back and re-strategize and improve on the failures to have. So the third chapter of this book was talking about how to enter into the marketplace, and I'm very fascinated. I'm very surprised on Akin Alabi's explanation to entering into the marketplace, where he looked at be the first. You may not be the best, but if you are the first, they cannot take that away from you. And he explained it in a mindset, in a way that there is always a place for you to be the first. You don't need to compete with other people. There is always like an open floor. No other person is there except you. That is why you are unique. And you only need to now, like you can be the first bank. We know the first bank now. So it's always the first bank of Nigeria. Okay, even if it's not the best bank of Nigeria, but you cannot take it away. The first sporting betting, online sporting betting platform in Nigeria is nairabet.com. So the first is always important, and you don't need to, like, interestingly, if you are looking at Google, for instance, there's what's called SEO, search engine optimization, and you want to rank for the first for the keyword. So they will tell you, if you are looking to rank for short tail keywords like email marketing, then you may be having lot of competitors, lot of people who have actually dominated that niche. But if you can go down deep a bit, just a bit, saying email marketing in Nigeria or email marketing solution in Lagos, you realize that in Lagos has made it a unique niche. You have carved out a geographical location where you can actually dominate. And so many people look at that and say, okay, how can my business be unique? How can my business be different from what the public actually know? So you want to be the first to bring out something. You want to think out of the box. You are not actually literally designing something new. You just want to. He made mention of pharmacy that open during the daytime and closes, of course, during the night. And he specifically mentioned a pharmacy that is available 24/7. And you can say they are the first pharmacy that is actually running 24/7 in Nigeria. And he made mention of several other, instances that you can also, take some light from. So he now explained in the chapter 4 about your marketing. Now your marketing, so many people look at marketing placement before they look at the marketing content and before they look at their audience. Okay, he explained that perhaps you look at your audience, where are they, and you look at how best you want to communicate with them, how efficient you want to communicate, and your follow-up. And he made instances of 2. Let me just mention one, where he traveled to a place in China, and somebody shared a paper bill, a flyer to him, and he looked at this flyer to a stranger who has nothing to do, who is just a passerby, and he was like, oh, this is a wrong move. But as he opened it, he realized that learn Chinese in 2 weeks. So he realized that indeed the flyer was written in English, and the message was to specific people, targeted people who are strangers, who are not within the location, and it is well definite. In 2 weeks, we'll teach you the basics of Chinese, and you'll be able to communicate. Unfortunately for him, like he mentioned, he wasn't staying that long for 2 weeks. So the flyer was actually targeted to passerbys, and likewise he mentioned that there was a wind, and some people actually came after the wind to look for problems that they will solve, and they follow up to make sure that they close as much sales from that incident. So you want to understand your audience, you want to understand the placement, you want to understand your method of marketing. If you want to go public, radio, traditional, if you want to go virtual, which is Facebook ads, Google ads, you really want to have a detailed targeting for your business. And he explained that sometimes some businesses, if you are running Facebook ads, you will see that you have the target or objectives that you have on Facebook ads. You have awareness, consideration, conversion. And he was saying, and I accepted that, I agree with him, that awareness is where you are bringing your brand into the marketplace. People need to know you. People really need to have that conscious in their subconsciousness that you are, the name is there, the brand is there. But he now advised, for a low budget startup business, you really want to generate leads and start generating prospects, and your focus should be that how many prospects can I follow up, how many people show interest in your business. And if you look at Facebook ads as much as you look at Google ads, you can definitely target that leads. And I've done some videos on lead generation. If you're interested, you can just click the link, you'll see the information. And of course, check my YouTube channel. Kindly hit the subscribe button if you are new to this YouTube channel. I really appreciate that. Having said that, he mentioned the power of word of mouth. He mentioned, and summarily, he mentioned the issues of Amazon and how they actually give customer satisfaction the priority. And of course, the story is available in the book. You are free to go through. He referred that from a friend of his who is also important. So he mentioned in the chapter 6 of the book your price and the price perspective or perception, that's how reducing your price does not really help your business, because people actually buy products based on the wants, and not the need, and they always buy the product based on a perceived value, and the people literally want to compare one value, perceived value, against another. So your pricing should you should not reduce your price for any. He explained but I am of the opinion that you don't reduce your price at all, but you improve your value. You give the best value, and you make it easy for people to perceive the value, that it's worth the price before you even start. And that is where the issue of marketing and your closing skills comes into place, because you really want to make sure that people who are buying and they are seeing the satisfaction of the amount they pay. Like somebody explained that the family goes out every night for dinner, and the money they pay is on the high side, but to them is as going to buy a McDonald's. So it is not really important. It's not really of an essence, and that is a mindset. So, and the next thing is the 7th chapter of this book is What's Next, where he start. Just start. Whatever you want to do, start. Fail and fail forward, and learn from mentors. So my critique, my comment on this is that the book has a very important, mindset guide for startup and to understand the terrain of setting up business, understand your marketplace, understand the pricing, the value, and what have you. And it's also, though I would really appreciate that there should be some updates in the book, because we are now in 2021 going to 2022, and so many tools, so many solutions is now available that would take some of the marketing suggestions, marketing advice mentioned in the book as, oh, that was then, okay. The author really tried, and I say thank you. If you have found some benefits from my analysis, or even if you have found some comments, put in the comment section. We are all learning, and my interest is to spread the information so that somebody somewhere would take a lesson from it and perhaps improve and benefit another person. Okay, so the value keeps going up. So knowledge shared is multiplied and not divided or reduced. So having said that, my name is Fetuga Mojidola. If you are new to this YouTube channel, kindly click the subscribe button. I wish you all the best. Bye for now.